Okay, starting out with this. First thing the instructions have you do is to get your fuel tank set up, get it mounted, get the lines, holes for the lines drilled. But this is going to be an electric powered model, so I don't have to do any of that. So the next thing then becomes the landing gear and installing that. The landing gear does sit in a recess, and this part of the landing gear eventually gets covered with another balsa piece. So, taking a look at the plate to mount this, I've marked two lines. This line represents the 1/4 inch ply wing wing ply mounting plate. And in this line, it represents a balsa gusset. If you put your hand up underneath there, you can feel a balsa gusset which goes the full length, and it appears to be about 1/2 inch as far as I can tell. Now I want to use bolts and T-nuts to mount this, and I want to use 8 32nd bolts for this. I hope that'll be strong enough. If not, I can always go a little bit bigger to maybe 10 32nd. So originally what I had wanted to do was to put 2 nuts up against the 1/4 inch ply, and then 2 nuts on this end. Now this would have, being staggered like this would have given me good support in fore and aft. And that's where you get a lot of your stress in landing. But since I really don't have a good way to cut out a recess for this T-nut to fit into in the gusset, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that. You cannot get to the balsa gusset from underneath here. It's completely blocked from view. So I think what I'm going to have to end up doing is mounting them inside of my drawn lines like this. It won't give me as much support, but I'm hoping 4 bolts will be a good enough anchor to keep the gear solidly mounted. So the next thing to do is go ahead and mark these T-nuts and then transfer those marks to here, and then drill the aluminum gear, and then come back here, mark the holes, and drill the holes here and insert the T-nuts. Drilling the holes for my landing gear, I'd already mentioned about drawing a line which represents the end of this 1/4 inch thick plywood, and this line which I believe represents the end where there is a balsa gusset. I believe it's a 1/2 inch gusset as far as I can tell. And then I placed out my T-nuts about where I wanted them to be, transferred tick marks to the balsa, transferred tick marks to the end, these 2 lines. Then I put a piece of blue tape on the aluminum gear. Getting this gear centered side to side was not really easy. I didn't have a good, or there is not a good reference point, but I got about as close as I could, and then I put tick marks on each side that matches up with the balsa so I know how to reposition it. Transferred all the lines to the blue tape, and that gave me positions to drill the holes. But even with that, I still managed to drill a hole in the wrong spot. I guess it's going to be okay. Now the cap screws I'm using, the socket head cap screws, they are 8 32nd, 1/2 inch long. And I used a 9 30, I think it was a 9 32nd, let's see. Yeah, I'm sorry, it's a 13 32nd drill bit to drill the holes. They actually drilled out fairly easily. I was quite surprised by how easily they drilled. I used some 3-in-1 oil once I got the drill into the metal, help lubricate the drill bit, and they worked out really well. The 13/64 bit is a pretty snug fit with this bolt. It will go through. It's going to have to actually probably screw in a little bit. The only problem I'm having is it appears that the Socket head size is a 9/64, as far as I can tell. 1/8 is too small and 5/32 is too big. So I'm guessing 9/64 is the right size, and that I do not have. So I'll have to get that before I can really screw these things in. But I think I have a point now where I can mark the holes in the plywood and drill that and get my T-nuts installed. Correction as to the drill bit size that I used. It was actually a 5/32 drill bit. Apologies for that. So now I can line up my tick marks, and I'm just going to start the hole using finger pressure. Then I'll go back and actually drill the hole with the drill. I'm going to be using a 7/32 drill bit for this. That seems to be just about, maybe just slightly larger than the barrel on the T-nut. But the one thing I'm going to have a problem with, and I'm not sure exactly yet how I'm going to fix this, is the T-nut, and you're not going to be able to see this, but the T-nut is actually taller than this plywood, which means the barrel is probably going to stick up unless I can find a way to get some wood up underneath it, and there really is no access. So I don't know how I'm going to do that, but if the barrel sticks up, then that's going to interfere with my holes in the aluminum plate. So I may have to actually enlarge the hole in the bottom just a little bit. I really don't want the hole to be too big and have this landing gear sliding around. I like for this hole in the landing gear to be nice and snug with the bolt. So let me see how this is going to work. There may actually be a gusset going the entire width here. That doesn't really make sense. Alright, let me just drill some more holes. Since I already have my holes drilled, my aluminum plate, I really don't want to be drilling any more here, so I'm just going to have to make this work. I didn't really feel this out before, but I actually think now there's two gussets. One here and one here. And they kind of meet in the middle. That's kind of what it feels like. So that's going to make these T-nuts probably sit a little bit cattywampus, unfortunately, which makes it difficult, to screw those bolts in. But now, I think there's actually two gussets that come together right along the middle here. Bolts fit well into the holes that I drilled in the plywood, so that's good. And the landing gear is square, it appears. So I've done some thinking, and I believe that what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to end up opening up this part for the battery hatch. If I go ahead and open this part up, then I can gain access up underneath, and it helps to install the T-nuts that way. I maybe should have done that before I even, got this far. But I think that's what I'll do. I'll open this up and then come back and revisit this. The battery hatch construction will be shown in a future video. With the battery hatch completed, now I can get back to the landing gear mounts. Again, there'll be T-nuts, 4 T-nuts to mount the landing gear. Now, one thing that I found opening up the hatch, as I kind of suspected, was that there's actually 2 gussets here. One gusset for this piece of ply, and then another gusset here. And there's about, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of an inch or maybe 3/16 of an inch gap between the two. Had I known that when I drill the holes, I would have tried to drill right in the middle of that, making it easier to get the T-nuts in. But the way I did it, all 4 of my mounting holes are in this one gusset. And that's going to make it a little bit tough. I'm going to have to cut out a piece of balsa for each of these holes to get my T-nuts in so they'll sit flat against the ply plate. And that's going to take a little bit of doing. I don't think I'll be able to show it on camera. There's just not enough room for hands and tools and light and all that. But I think I'm just going to use a box cutter and try to cut out the balsa. And then somehow, I'm not sure what kind of glue they use for this, but somehow I'll have to try to get rid of the glue on the ply so that the T-nut is going to sit flat against the ply and not get all cattywampus, making it difficult to get the bolts in. So let me see how that goes. Alright, took a little bit of doing, but I've managed to cut out places for the T-nuts to get through so they won't be cattywampus. You know, I'm really not sure how this manufacturer expected modelers to do this, because even with this battery hatch cut out, I still had a little bit of difficulty getting these T-nuts in straight. And to tell you the truth, I haven't even tried the gear yet to screw them in to see if these are all perfectly lined up. I don't know how the manufacturer would expect someone to get T-nuts in here with 2 gussets and really not being able to see it at all without getting these T-nuts all out of plane with the mounting bolt. But anyway, I think they're in. I used a big fender washer with the bolt, spread the load out, and pulled the T-nuts into position. I'll go back here after I test fit the landing gear, make sure it fits, and I'll add some thin CA to lock these all in place. Let's see if I can get the landing gear in. Yeah, I'm already having trouble. These are already off just enough to where I don't think they're going to fit. So I did have to go in and open up my holes. Originally they were 5/64. I opened them up to, or is it 5/32? Maybe it's 5/32, and I opened them up to 3/16, just another 32nd, and that has helped with these 3. They fit nice. This one, the T-nut was just too far out of position, so I'm going to have to reposition it. Alright, I think that'll work. I'm going to go in and add some CA to the inside. Try to lock these in place. So the landing gear part is complete. Well, I need to get some washers. I only have 1 washer. I need to go get some more. I won't be using the fender washer. I'll just be using small regular washers. So once I get those, and that'll be done. Of course, I'm not going to put this on until after the whole model gets covered and painted and all that. But it's in.